All right, let's move on to Carlton. Here's what Lee Matthews had to say on 3AW about how he would feel if there was a review going on if he was the coach.
If there was a big in-depth review being taken on the area you're responsible for, then I think, you say, thank you, my time's up. You haven't got the faith in me anymore, so my time's up.
That's one way to look at it, but that would be the end of Damien Hardwick. That would have been the end of Bomber Thompson.
No, but they'd all been in the job for quite a few years and made finals. Yeah. So I think in this case you've got a coach who hasn't even been in the job for 2 full years.
He's very pragmatic, Lee, though. You can't argue with the logic. But it would have been a review they did at the end of the year. But then it's too late because you've got to move like they're doing on certain situations, and you might roll over and all of a sudden you can impact the club if you get it done early, which puts a lot of people under stress. But that's just trying to get it done early and impact the club in a positive manner.
Lordy, I want you to ask a few questions of this bloke. And there's a lot of talk about Carlton. There's always a team of the week. But let's go through it sensibly and go through what needs to happen.
Ross, because obviously it's rare to sit with an AFL coach, OK? So the question for you is he couldn't be asking for what he's getting in terms of the way they are playing the game and the way they're setting up defensively, their effort. So with that, how does he visualise it?
Yeah, where does it sit, you know? Well, there's a couple of things. They're strong. Well, you can just see here, they start poorly. First half, they're minus 42. I've had the pleasure of doing their games, or misfortune, 3 Sunday games. It's the same pattern. Start slow, low intensity bar 1. Half time, come out, have a go, and then they fade terribly with Walsh and Cripps carrying the load. And even when they're dominating, easy scores against, which is their 17th attack, defence, and 10th attack. So, unfortunately, spoke about attack and haven't been able to deliver it. So you've got to wear that. If you like Bucks, I want to hang it on defence. If you're not getting the results, in the end, they got him. So if you want to hang it on attack and you're not attacking, well, the Bucks are going to stop. But with their perceived lack of effort, it can be a number of things. Is it dynamic team spirit, or is it the mechanics? So I was thinking either they're not capable of doing what's required, but we're all saying they've probably got a bit more capacity. They're capable but don't want to do it. I don't know if that's the answer. Or they're confused and they haven't got clarity, and they're not over the coaching panel, not only David's not over to train and implement that they can execute their game style under pressure against AFL clubs. It can only be one of the 3.
Now, you dropped Milne and Del Santo. Okay?
Yeah.
So with Doherty and players the way that they're playing, Williams will get to shortly. What do you need to make a statement with selection?
Yeah, you do, because every time you pick a team, you send a message. So Jason Graham said to me, because I come in Swans, forward pressure, I said, what do you reckon, Graham? He said, well, Ross, you've spoken about forward pressure since you've been here and you keep playing the same blokes. I was like, so I was weak leader, make strong decisions, get accountability, and start at the top. They were 2 All-Australians, I think. So, I mean, Canelo being dropped, I didn't like it, but in the end there was reasons underneath they didn't declare. We're all seeing Doherty. I think they had an opportunity 2 weeks ago, because if you're letting your captain get away with it, the rest of the list go, well, beauty, you keep getting picked. So, but I think it's almost missed the opportune time to do it.
Here's what Jonathan Brown had to say. He was scathing on the couch on Fox Footy.
Zach Williams is one of the laziest footballers going around at the moment.
Oh, Brownie.
There's about 100 pieces of vision we've left on the cutting room floor. We could have gone through it for the next half an hour and showed it. That bloke has come to the Carlton Footy Club, paid that sort of money. He needs to turn up in better shape and get himself fit and turn up and put in a better effort, especially on defence.
So Lordy and Ross have gone back to the cutting room and have found it all, and we'll have a look at it now.
Yeah, we'll start with Zach Williams, Eddie, and this is the type of stuff that Jonathan's talking about, and Carlton should be coaching hard, because this is not good enough. So they know him better than anyone because he used to play for the Giants. They sent Tim Taranto and a hard-working half forward to play on him, because they knew efforts like this would be up, with Zach Williams.
Well, it's not only Williams. I put Dow in that as well. Dow didn't dig in for 3 metres and get it done, and then 3 broken tackles. So it was more than Williams, but that was terrible. This clip, to me, says it all. I turned it off after this clip. It's 12 seconds before the ball's back in. It's a general play, quick point kick in, but they got 12. You can see here the Carlton player on the mark. That's Davis, who's going to run forward. I think it's Owies.
Yep.
If we play the vision and watch this unfold. So he's looking, you've had 12 seconds. He just turns around, points to the invisible man. And then he's got to come off his man there, Curnow. McKay lets his player out goal side too easily, but he gets to hold him up. So it's 2 uncontested marks. If we stop at division now, that's Whitfield. They should have had a plan to handle. It should have been checked back here. But it's pair. GWS are going to end up with a player out the back. It's impossible to happen if you're working together.
So it's system and attitude, is it, Ross?
Well, it's attitude and mechanics and chemistry. So you can just see here. So the principle is take the goal side, the most dangerous runner. There he is there. Saad comes forward. They all come forward. He's out the back.
And Jones didn't check his man as we keep the goal rolling.
This is unbelievable.
He's in no man's land. Saad comes up. Confusion everywhere.
Yeah, too easy. So then they hold him up. It's a held play. We all know Pitney is the ruckman behind.
And that's Briggs, his opponent.
Briggs, the ruckman's going to drift him from behind. So it's been uncontested mark, uncontested mark, uncontested mark. They had 138 of them. Let it roll. Comes in. They haven't laid a glove on him. And he drifts in. There's Jones. 3 can't plays. Uncontested mark, top of the square.
Yep.
To me, that's team defence. And then there's individual defence. So Saad's going okay. But at some point, you want to get a lot of metres when you're giving up goals like this. So Carlton had fought back in, 14 points down, goes back to middle. They kick it forward. When that player turns, Saad should check him.
Check him, yeah.
Check him. Bumper bar, he ball watches, lets him run, thinks I'm quick enough, I'll do it on ability. There's Lloyd, really simple, pick it up, goal. Just too easy. So individual defence and team defence, they're terrible clips.
But it happens week after week after week, so that's where it falls on, unfortunately, the coaching staff at Carlton, Ed.